Paisley, and today I'm going to show you how to make soft cinnamon sugar pretzels. First, you'll need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Then, you'll have to add 1 package of dry yeast. And then, you'll need 1.5 cups of warm water. If you don't have a thermometer, just make sure it's lukewarm. Lukewarm means not too hot and not too cold. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to pour it into the yeast. Let's whisk it together. Now we have to let it sit for 1 minute. Letting it sit makes the yeast wake up and ready to make the dough very fluffy and soft. If the water is too hot, then the yeast will die. Now that we've waited 1 minute, we're going to add 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of melted and cooled butter. It's dripping. Now we'll need 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then 1 teaspoon salt. Good job, salt. Mix, mix, mix. Okay, now we're going to add 4 cups of flour. You'll have to whisk in between so the dough doesn't get sticky, sticky, sticky. Yeah. I'm going to switch to the wooden spoon because it'll be easier to mix together. Good. 3. Come on, little man. We want the dough to be as soft as a pillow and as squishy as a stuffed animal. It's gonna be a little hard for the 4th cup because the 4th cup makes it very floury and it kind of is hard to mix because it's like pizza dough. Yeah. It's very, very squishy and floury. Ugh. Now we'll have to sprinkle the counter with flour. You'll have to get about this much into the cup. You can also use your hands, but I think the cup would be a little bit easier. I'm putting flour on the counter so the dough doesn't get sticky again. Messy. Okay. Now we're going to take the dough out of the bowl and knead it. So to knead it, you'll have to fold it, stick your fingers in it, and just squish it. And we knead it because it forms the gluten, which makes it soft and kind of feels like bread. It's kind of fun because you usually never get to touch your food. Knead it for about 5 minutes. Now you'll have to let it sit for 10 minutes and place a clean, dry towel over it. And don't touch it because if you touch it, it'll kind of get a little messed up. And lightly place it over. And let it sit for 10 minutes. After we've let it sit for 10 minutes, we are going to take off the towel, set it to the side, and cut the dough into 12 equal pieces. We'll have to cut it half, fourths, and then threes. Now I'm going to roll them into balls. Now here comes the fun part. We get to shape them into whatever shapes we want. And we'll have to roll them into snakes before we do that. So it makes the shapes very long and big. I like big shapes because they're very fun and I like saying my ABCs. So I'm gonna make ABCs. Make sure you roll them very, very long. Sometimes you'll have to stretch it out a little to make it a little bit longer. You have to try to guess which name I'm spelling. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a C. It's very fun to make the letters. This is easy peasy. You might need an adult to help you with the knife. Second letter is H. Now we're going to put them on the pan. Ta-da! We are going to bake them at 400 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. While your pretzels are baking, we are going to make the cinnamon sugar. First, you will need 1/2 cup of sugar. Ooh, made a whole mountain. Next, you'll need 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Ooh, that made a big puff. Now we're going to mix it all together. I like mixing it because you get to like swirl all the colors around. Ooh, and this one is making tan. Cool. Our pretzels have come out of the oven and cooled for a few minutes. So now we're going to sprinkle them with cinnamon sugar. First, we need to butter the pretzels from top to sides. I like using a lot of butter so I get a lot of cinnamon sugar on the pretzel. I'm going to pick it up, flip it over, and wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Flip it over and sprinkle. I think this is pretty good. Now you're going to try to guess what I spell out. Now for the taste test. This pretzel tastes like cinnamon sugar. Goodbye. Tastes pretty good.